What's going on, guys? Wingspan here and welcome back to another tutorial. And today, guys, I'm going to show you how to make the coolest way to enter your house. And of course we have people just going into their house over here, using the door, opening it, going inside and basically close it behind them. Or you even see people just put like the pressure plate over here, that way the door is going to close behind them. But what I'm going to show you is, in my opinion, the coolest way to enter your house. And basically all we need to do is just go forward and we're going to get launched over here. And as you can see, the ground is going to get repaired over here, and there is no evidence that there is ever a hole over there, which I think is really cool. And just this is a really unique way to enter your house, and that's why I think it makes it the coolest one. So basically you can do anything you want in your house and then basically close it the normal way that you do. And I want to say sorry if I sound a little bit weird. That's because my throat really hurts right now and I just want to record, so hopefully I'm not going to sound that different. But basically, if you didn't catch what happened over there, we basically have the pressure plate over here and the piston on this side, which is basically activated at all times. And when we step on it, it's going to pull this slab out of the way, allowing us to drop down. And of course you can use any movable object that you want over here instead of the slab. Then we're going to drop down into this nice little room over here, and of course you can decorate this however you like. I just went with this design. And basically how we get up there is using the slime block launcher, as you can see over there. And we have the flush piston door right here that is basically going to pull that block of the grouse out of the way for us to basically jump out, and then it's going to close right behind us. And you can see over here, if we just run, you can look down, it's going to get us launched and it's going to close right behind us. And that's a really nice way to enter your house, and I don't really think much of the people use it. So basically I'm going to show you the redstone. So I already explained this one. Basically step on the pressure plate, it activates our little torch over here, which is going to basically power off our piston, which is going to pull the slab off, allowing us to drop down over here. Then we have the slime block launcher and our little flush piston door over there, and it's all controlled by this pressure plate right here. Basically, if we drop down over here into redstone zone, we have the piece of the redstone connected one block lower than this pressure plate, so that way it gets powered. And we have the repeater set to 3 ticks over here with another one on 2 ticks, and that's basically 5 tick delay going into the block underneath the piston, which is going to activate our slime block launcher. And the reason we need 5 tick delay, and that's the perfect delay for this, is because if you are not sprinting, of course, this is going to be the right amount for you just to go over here and get launched. So that's basically why we use that exact amount. So then we have over here the redstone dice basically going into this block over here, and you can use any block that you want. And we have redstone torch on the other side. So basically when we step on the pressure plate, this redstone torch is going to go off, and it's basically going to allow us to open the floor over here with our little flush piston door. And we just have some redstone leading up over here to our pistons, and we have the flush door over here, which is really simple to make. All we need to do is put a couple pistons over here and another one on this side right there. And these two sticky pistons need to be set to 3 ticks delay, and the other one over here doesn't need any delay. So basically, the reason I have the repeater over here is because we need to power this block, and that way we're going to power the piston. And the reason again I'm using the repeater is because if I just put the redstone over here, you can see it's not going to work because the redstone signal just runs out over here. So that's why I need to do and put the redstone repeater over here. So that's really simple. Sorry for that little cut, I just didn't want you guys to hear me coughing, so that's why if there's more cuts like that, you know what's happening. But basically, if you have just the redstone line over here, that's not going to work, because you can see our glass block is not going to get leveled with the floor, and it just wouldn't work. That's why we need to use the redstone repeater instead over here, because the redstone signal pretty much runs out at this piece over here. So basically just go ahead, use the repeater, and it doesn't need to be with any delay or anything like that, so just leave it normal like that, and that's basically going to work for us. And this flush piston door is really amazing, and it's really simple to make. This is basically the setup. All we need is 3 sticky pistons like this, so 2 standing up like that and 1 like this, and these 2 need to be set to 3 tick delay, and this one doesn't need any delay. And that's basically how it works. It's really nice little contraption, and I use it a lot. But that's pretty much all there is for the redstone, and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. So the blocks we're going to need for this are redstone, redstone torch, sticky piston, redstone repeater, stone pressure plate, or any other kind. We're going to need some slabs, some block of our choice, the slime block, and of course some obsidian for our slime block launcher. So let's pretend this is our house over here, and we locate the door. Go ahead, in front of the door, dig 5 deep hole like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and go 3 blocks out in this direction like this, and we should end up in our little house. And when we are here, we can just go ahead, dig straight up, and as I said, we should end up in our house, and we should have 1 block between the door and our little hole over here, so that's amazing. Next thing we need to do is basically put the sticky piston over here, which is going to hold the block and open it for us to drop down into the hole. So basically go ahead from the hole and the door over here, dig 2 blocks out like this, and put the sticky piston facing towards the door over here, leaving 1 block gap in between them. Then go ahead, use your block of choice, and just cover the sticky piston. You can use the stair like I do, or you can use like the leaves or something like that. Then basically we need to make sure that the sticky piston is powered at all times. So basically go ahead, dig a couple blocks like this, basically 2 blocks deep, so we are able to cover the redstone. So the pressure plate is going to go on this block over here, so we need to put it over there. And then we basically need to go ahead, put the redstone over here. We need to put the block and the redstone torch on top of it over here. So you can see when we step on the pressure plate, that torch is going to go off, and it's not going to power the sticky piston. And basically the way to power the sticky piston is basically put the block of our choice over here that you're using for the ground on top of the torch, and it's going to power it. And basically again, when we step on the pressure plate, it's going to deactivate it, and it's going to allow us to drop down to the hole. And of course you can use any block that you want. I'm just going to be using the stone slab for now, and as you can see, it's going to allow us to drop right down over here. Then basically we need to go ahead and dig a little hole over here. So basically go dig 2 blocks deep like that, and put the sticky piston in over here. That's basically going to be for our slime block launcher. So the sticky piston goes in, then the slime block, and just go ahead, make sure that all of these blocks over here are the movable object and blocks. So I'm going to be using the obsidian for that, because we can't have any of the blocks touching the slime block, because it would just get stuck on it and it wouldn't work. So just go ahead and encase this with the obsidian over here, just 2 blocks high like that. And we also need to do this one over here, so just do it like that. Then put the slime block in. Then this is basically where we're going to drop down, and you can make a ceiling a little bit bigger like that. And this is where we're going to put our pressure plate right over here. So we basically need to dig a little room over here like this, so we can use it for the redstone. So basically we have the pressure plate on that block. We need to remove this block over here and put the redstone below it, so that way when we step on the pressure plate, this redstone piece is going to get activated. Then we need to put the redstone over here, and redstone repeater with a 3 tick delay over here. So basically go ahead, do it like that, 3 tick delay, and another one going into the block below the piston. So that's going to power our piston over here. So just put it, click it 2 times like that. And as I said, the 5 tick delay is perfect if we are not sprinting over here. So that's why we are using it. Then go ahead, put a couple of the slabs over here, or just use any other full block like this, and put the redstone torch on the other side, and that's basically going to be used for our flash piston door. Then go ahead, go up over here and go 3 blocks down from the actual floor over here. So you can see we have 1, 2, 3. So we pretty much need to put a couple of the sticky pistons like this. And basically, when this piston gets activated, it's going to push the block over here. Now we just need to go out and basically destroy the piston that we used over here. So basically destroy these ones. And you can see over here that it's going to be 2 blocks above of our slime block launcher. And of course you can decorate this room, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm more interested in the redstone part. So basically, using the redstone signal from this redstone torch over here, we are going to make a little bit of the staircase over here. And of course, if you're doing this in survival, you're not going to need to make the staircase, you're just going to need to dig it a little bit. Because I'm in the flat world, I just need to create this whole chunk over here. So basically, using that redstone torch, we're going to make a little bit of the redstone staircase going up over here. But before we do that, we basically need to put a couple more sticky pistons for our little flash door over here. So you can see we have the first piston right there, and we basically need to go 1 block out over here and put 2 sticky pistons facing towards it, leaving 1 block gap in between them. Then we basically need to add a 3 tick delay to each of these pistons. And the bottom one, of course, we are just going to go ahead and do it like this. We're going to put the redstone repeater going into the block below the piston, and that's basically going to work over here. So 3 tick delay, and now we basically need to lead the redstone all the way up from here. And then we are going to use some slabs to basically go ahead, put it over here and not cut the signal. So we can just go ahead, do it like that, and the first piston is activated. Next one is this one over here. So we basically need to go ahead, put the redstone repeater going directly into the sticky piston and click it 3 times like that and put the redstone piece over here. Then using some slabs, we're going to make a little redstone staircase. So basically go ahead, put the slab on top of the redstone, bring it across and lower it by 1 over here and destroy the rest of this. And this is basically how you make a little redstone staircase. And I showed you this a couple times already in my video, so you should know how to do it by now. Then go ahead, put another slab like that, and pretty much go ahead, connect that with the redstone, and we should see both of the piston getting activated. Next off, we need to connect this one. So basically go ahead, put a couple of the blocks over here. And the reason we want to put a couple of the blocks over here and not just go straight line of the redstone over here like this is because that would connect to our piston over here and would add the delay. So that's why we basically need to go a little bit around like this, and we can pretty much go ahead, lead it over here. And again, the reason we can't do it like this is because it's not going to get activated. So we basically need to go and do it like this. So from here, and that way we can basically put the repeater in. And again, you can see if we just put the redstone like that, the redstone signal is going to run out at this block over here. So we need to use the redstone repeater over here. So just go ahead and put the redstone repeater over here without any delay. And that's pretty much all there is for the redstone. All that's needed is basically put the grass block back over here. So once all of that is done, we need to go ahead and test it over here. So you can do anything you want over here to decorate it, and just go ahead, go down here and put the last redstone piece on top of the block, because you can see it's not going to that block and it's not going to turn off the torch. That's why we need to have the redstone dust on top of the block, so that way it's going to work. Then you can just go over here and decorate it however you like. As I said, the decoration part is fully up to you. You can have a couple of the stairs and stuff to make it look a little bit nicer and give it a little bit more shape, or of course you can just do this and have a little nice hallway over here. It's fully up to you, but that's pretty much all there is for this video. If you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. It really does help a lot. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.